What's up everybody, it's Absolutely Frosty, and in this video I'll be showing you my DJ setup. So in this video really I think that I'll just be going around and describing each piece of equipment. So, you know, get comfy. Shouldn't be too long. I'm expecting that it'll be maybe like a 15 to 30 minute video. Alright, let's get started. So, from the front, the biggest thing that you see right here is a facade. It's homemade. These are aluminum frames. Yeah. Got the pieces from the hardware store. Put them together. Use hinges. And then I found this fabric. I don't remember what it's called, but yeah, sorry. But it's good. It's nice. It's durable. Looks solid. I don't know. It looks nice. So yeah, that's for the facade. And it's 4 panels, so it's 1 on the side, 2, 3, and 4. And so yeah. Then the next big thing I'm guessing would be these speakers here. These are JBL. Hold on, let me see. P50 speakers. These are home speakers, not meant for DJing, but I use them for DJing. They're my dad's. He got them when he was pretty young. They sound amazing. They're really amazing speakers. They really sound good. The bass is nice. The highs are sharp. The mids are clear. You know, everything that you're looking into a speaker for is really here. And the bass isn't too strong, so like it won't rattle your house or blow off your roof, right? So I have 2 of those, and these are non-powered speakers. I think that they have dual 8-inch subs. One, I think 3 or 4-inch mid and a 1-inch tweeter. So yeah, since these are non-powered, there's an amplifier for them, and I'll get into that later on in this video. Okay, so the next thing would be these stands. Yeah, speaker stands. Right here, 1, 2. And these are Yorkville speaker stands. I got them used at this like used junk shop. It's I don't know how to describe it. It's just like we get a bunch of really like trash or useful things, and they stock them up, and they either fix them or just sell them. And usually it's pretty cool stuff. I was lucky enough to find these 2 stands. I've been dying for speaker stands, so there we go. I got both of them for, I believe, $50, I think. Yeah, $50. I don't know the exact model, but Yorkville only makes 2 speaker stands, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I don't know the model number. I think that the weight limit on each one is 50 or 75 pounds. Again, I'm not sure, so I couldn't give you guys the exact specs. Sorry about that. Anyway, and now the things that are on top of those stands are extra speakers. Well, more speakers actually. These are my 2 Behringer B212 XLs. They're non-powered. Yes, they are passive. I'm using a 1/4 inch to connect them, and all 4 of these connections are parallel, so you have 2 1/4 inch and 2 speak-ons, and that's one of them. And there's a second one, of course. I'll get into the other things like the amps and other things that power this whole rig later on in this video. On top of that, there is a homemade truss. So yes, I did make this truss with my father, so it's made of aluminum and plywood, and the plywood is painted silver. So it's pretty cool. I like it. And so it's 6 aluminum pipes hold together by 3 plywood braces, and it's a triangular truss, as you can see, and it comes together in 2 pieces. So yeah, so you take the first piece and then you go and grab the second piece, and I believe that the second piece has 3 pieces of wood inside those 3 pipes, and you slide it into the second piece of trussing, and it's all held together by this one, I don't know if you can see, but there's like a big bolt right there, and it goes through both braces up there, and it comes out on the other side. You can kind of see it over there. So yeah, it's homemade. It didn't cost me anything really, because I got this material from my cottage, from this old rack. I don't know what type of rack it was, like a display rack for like skateboards or snowboards. I really don't know. But anyway, it's cool. So it's extremely light. I spent like a week building this thing. It's strong, but I don't know if you can tell, but it's a little bit bending up there. It's because I have a lot of things on it. And okay, so let's start with what's on this truss. Here I have this laser that is, well, it's like a mini laser. I don't know the company or the model. I did find it once on eBay for like $140, so I mean it's really overpriced, I think. But I got it as a birthday gift from my aunt and uncle, so I'm happy. It's really nice. Here I have a small monitor / TV that, as you can see, is hanging upside down by its foot, and the foot was put through the truss, and I just snapped the TV into place. And on the back, it's really nothing special. You have your VGA, you have your composite, your antenna in HDMI, RCA for RCA, and 3.5 millimeter jacks for millimeter jacks for the audio, and of course the power cable. And so I have one big fat HDMI cable going up and down, and on the end of it I have a monoprice Thunderbolt or Thunder Display, I don't know what it's really called, adapter. And so I plug it into my MacBook Air right there. And yeah, so what it is that I can display little images, mostly animations, little messages, whatever, and you know, it's pretty cool. Next up I have the Shobe View 1.1, which is a discontinued light, I believe. This is a DMX light. It's really actually a moonflower light, but I was kind of tired of the moonflower because, I don't know, I just got fed up. And I pulled off the lens, and I made a video on how to convert your moonflower light to PAR, really, because now it's a PAR can. So it'll be right here, the video right on my hand. Okay. Next up, I have the Shobe Cyborg. This is non-DMX. It's auto/sound enabled, so it has a little microphone on it. And you have your sensitivity, and you have your fuse, and the power cable, which is actually built into the fixture itself. And I mean, it's okay. It's kind of short, but it's fine because I have the power brick or power bar up there. Next, I have a strobe light. Again, I don't know the model of this one. It's all from like cheap Chinese companies. I really don't know. It's okay. It's kind of cheap, like I said. It's not extremely bright, but it's okay when it's combined with my other strobe up there, which I'll get to in a moment. It's got a speed control in the back. I don't know if you can see it, but ooh, the light. Anyway, but I got it as a gift again. I believe from my grandmother. But anyway, it doesn't matter. And you can pop on like color gel filters. They're really just pieces of plastic. So yeah, I put a green one on there. Yeah, I'm not gonna stay too long in this light. But yeah, it's like a no-name brand, pretty sure. Up here, I have another Chauvet non-DMX auto light. It's a strobe light. It's a Chauvet mini strobe. Anyway, and it's pretty powerful for its size. I can say that. And when it's combined with this little, little other strobe over here, it'll fill the room like really not that bad actually. So it's pretty nice. So yeah, it's non-DMX, which is kind of expected for a little strobe light. It's non-LED, so it's not like those more modern strobes. I find that the LED strobes aren't as bright as this one. Plus, when I bought this one, I got it in Times Square, New York City. The LED strobes did not exist. So, anyway, so that will conclude the trusting in light overview. Oh, and also, well, while I'm talking about the lights, I have this other light down here, which is DMX. Let's go over the facade. You can see that. Just let it focus. There you go. It looks like a color rail IRC from Chauvet or more in general, like those color strips. And this is not an official one from a real company, I believe. Again, this is from China. Got for 80 bucks, and I just received it about exactly a week ago, actually. And it's DMXable. It's multi-channel, so you can have 3 channels, 7 channels, 6 channel, 14 channel. There's a lot of channels that you can control it with. And I know that I have a lot of unknown brand names, like this strobe, this laser. It does have a real brand name, this one. I just don't remember the name of it. And yeah. So that is what backlights the facade. So it makes it look all nice and professional, and changes colors, and you know, it's cool. But again, I'm not going to spend $300-400 just on one lighting strip, even though it is not the best quality. I know that, and it's probably, you know, not very high quality, but it does the job, and I got it for 80 bucks off of eBay. So I mean, for that price, you get a bunch of auto built-in feature things, and I have to say they're pretty nice. They're pretty crazy. Like, it goes all crazy, and there's a bunch of little sections and different colors and like strobing, and anyway, it's pretty cool. And I also forgot to mention that this TV is a Polaroid. It's kind of upside down, and I don't know the model for this, so yeah, that concludes my visual portion of this video. Alright, my battery's kind of low, so hopefully it won't die on me. Oh, and to control the DMX light, so this view 1.1 and my lighting strip over here, I use a Chauvet Obey 10. It's a pretty basic DMX controller. I made a video on it actually a while ago, and it's a more in-depth tutorial on how to do things with this light, because the manual itself is really not user-friendly. It's not clear. It's not really well made, and if someone is watching this by Chauvet, well, if it would be possible, it'd be pretty nice if you could fix it. Anyway, like that'll happen. But anyway, so this is a 10-channel DMX controller. I can actually control 16 channels at once. So there's like page A and page B. The first page is from channels 1 to 8, and the second page is from 9 to 16. And I can do a lot. I can control scanners, moving yokes, or like moving heads, lasers, you know, whatever. Okay, I can pretty much control with this one, and it's pretty universal, and it works with pretty much almost any light. So yeah, okay, so I don't know what happened, but my camera just kind of stopped recording, but the battery is low, so okay, let's see how much I can get done on this charge. Excuse me. So yeah, like I was saying, I did make a video on this controller on how to make your own chases, scenes, how to run it in a sound mode, just basics. And I was demonstrating with my view 1.1. So if you want to watch that video, just click over here on my hand once again. Anyway, so moving to the sound equipment. Here the first thing is I have two M-Audio M tracks. These are used mostly for like recording guitars and vocals and stuff like that. But I've kind of used them for a different purpose. So what I've done is that I use two of these as time code boxes. So what it does is that it takes time code CDs from my CD players. These two over here. Oops. And it takes the time code signal audio, and it puts it into the input of these boxes. And this cable, this USB cables, they run into my laptop over here that runs Virtual DJ, and I do plan on upgrading to maybe like Tractor or Serato. Just saying, I know that Virtual DJ is not really the best software to use, but anyway, and so it the computer processes the time code, and it replaces that with MP3 files or your music on here, and it shoves it back out to the USB. Then it comes back into this box, and it goes out through the outputs, and in this case I'm using the main outs, and that comes out into the mixer, and then I can control my Virtual DJ with my two CD players. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, back to these things. So these are usually meant for like recording little tracks, you know, with your friends. But I got two of these. I know that they do sell 4-channel or 4 or 8-channel timecode boxes, but they're just expensive, and really, I spent really $200 on both of these. Actually, the first one that I got as a Christmas gift, and I was gonna use it to record some of my guitar over there, if you can see it, and I just never ended up doing that. But I probably will be doing that sometime soon. And I just found a purpose for it, and I tried it out with the Virtual DJ timecode function feature, and it worked. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I went ahead and bought a second one for $100. So that cost me $100, but you know, it's pretty reasonable, and the sound quality is impeccable. It's really high quality. It's 24-bit studio quality. It's really, really good, which is why I chose these boxes, because put together this is $200, but really it cost me $100, whereas for $100 I could have got the Maya 44 box. I think it's about that price range or something like that, and the sound quality is not the same, the build quality is not the same, it's not the same, and I could also buy the Tractor SL2 by Rain or something like that, and that is like $300 or $400 if I'm not mistaken, and well, it's kind of out of my budget. So these things will work perfectly. I did try it with my Mac and it kept on freezing, and I don't know why, so it just came to my little laptop, and it works fine, it's solid, and I'm happy with it. So that is for these two Audio M tracks. Moving on, I have my CD players here. These are the American DJ Pro DJ2. It's a CD player, as you can see. It's a Pro 4 Plus. I don't know what that means. These cannot play MP3s, so you have to like burn full-out CDs to play, because they were made in April of the year 2000. So these things are 14 years old, but they work so well. They're solid. Really, I've had them for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years now, and they work fine. I know that they don't look the best. They're not very modern. They're not the Pioneer CDJ 2000 Nexus things are all high-tech and all cool. No, but this does work. I like it. It's old school. And since I can't play MP3s, which is kind of annoying on this, well, then I just use my time code system, which is the same thing. So, there you go. I kind of compensated right there. So here is a second one, the exact same model, same year, same month. Yeah. Going over to the main part of this system, the mixer. This is an amazing mixer. I really love it. It's really good build quality. This is metal, like strong, very strong aluminum. It's not very light, but it's durable. I've had it for 6 going on to 7 years now, and it's never had any issues. It works perfectly. There's nothing wrong with it. So here, let's get into it. So it's the Vestax here, VMC 004 FX. These do have built-in analog or digital effects, but they are analog, I believe. Anyway, and it's got a bunch of these effects, and it's really cool. So well done. They're solid. They don't glitch out. They're not digital, so you have no problems with it at all. Oops. And here you have your parameters. So you have your rate time, minimum, max, dry, wet, and you can hold this for echo if you put on echo and you enable it. And this button is to turn on the effects on and off. So, okay. This is a 4-channel mixer, as you can see. Here I can assign the crossfader either to A or B or master. Master just goes right through, and the crossfader is disabled for the channel. So this is, and these are almost all set up. On the first channel I have my wireless mic. It's a singing machine, wireless, kind of cheap from Walmart, but it works. Here, the singing machine, and it works. It's fine. So here I have my first deck for the CD player. That's on program 2 or channel 2. Channel 3, I have my second CD player is my first. And then on channel 4, I have nothing on it right now, but usually I would have like an aux input, to just plug in an iPhone or whatever I want. And excuse me. And yeah. This thing has 2 master outputs, 1 headphone output. So the master 1 output, well, there's obviously a knob to control it, but it's gonna be upside down. I'm gonna try to get a good angle. So you have 1 XLR out, left and right stereo, obviously, or you can choose to use RCA, or you can put RCA and XLR going out at once. I'm not sure if that's very good for it. I don't do it, but whatever. Which is going to my Behringers, which are non-powered. So these two XLR cables go to an amp, and then I have, as you can see, an RCA cable over here, and that goes to the amp that powers these two JBL speakers. I'll get into the amps a little bit later. So like I said, you have your headphone jack out. You just have a little adapter. It's a 1/4 inch 3.5 millimeter adapter. Anyway, just put that back. Here I have, so this is for the monitor, so the headphone. So I can select which channels I want to hear, including the effector, so I can hear the effects with the selected channels. So I can do channel 1 and 2, 3 and 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Plus the effects if I want them, so 5 buttons. Anyway, this is a nice feature. It's easy to use with quick access. You just press one and you're good to go, right? Moving down, you can have, so yeah, all of this over here, all of this is for the headphones. Here you have your Q selector, so you can tell the headphones to go onto the Q section, which is all of these Q selectors, and so it takes the output, the output from here, and it's gonna go to here. This is gonna tell it if it's on the Q to go and find these buttons, and then these buttons will be the ones that you select to hear, right? So you have your Q, so you can move it up to the mix, and that'll take I don't know what this one does, or yeah, I don't know. Then you can move it down to the master, which will just grab the master out, and it'll shove it into the headphone. And so yeah, I have to look up what this little mix function is, but for me, what I do is that I leave it on Q, and I just use my my Q selectors, and so you can leave it like in the middle, and it will do both things, or you know, it's cool. That's enough for the headphone portion. Then you just have your level. That's it. Then you have your British or European EQs, I believe is what it's called. So you have your high, mid, and low functions or knobs on all 4 channels. Here you have your trims or your gains or your levels for each channel. And up here you have your input selection. So I can have phono, line 1, and mic, and should be on mic. And so this channel can have three things on it. So a turntable, a CD player, you know, aux, iPhone, whatever computer, or the mic, of course. Here I can have a second mic because it has 2 mic inputs, which is pretty nice. So here I have it on line 2, which is going to the time-coded CD player, or to the audio boxes right there. So you can have line 3, which is another line input plus the second mic. For channel 3 or program 3, you can have line 4 and 5, which are just 2 line level inputs. And then program 4 is 1 phono, so 1 turntable, and a line input. And on my program 3, I forgot to mention that it's connected to the audio boxes also. And of course I have the crossfader, A, B, all the faders, level faders. Anyway, and this tap button and these little buttons over here. I don't know what this is though. I still have to get into that. I don't know if you can see, but I have this little crossfader curve switch, so I can tell it to do like a fast like cutting for scratching or whatever, and a slower curve for like going side to side, you know, slowly. And yeah, so I just put it on fast, even though I don't scratch. I know, I just like to have like fast switching abilities. Up here, the laptop. So this thing is sleeping right now, but whatever. This is the Lenovo X61S. It has 2 gigs of RAM, a 250 gig hard drive. It's got an Intel Centrino V Pro. It came with Windows Vista Basic, but it's running Windows 8.1 x86, so 32-bit, because it only has 2 gigs of RAM, and I don't know, it just runs better on 32 than on 64. The screen resolution is 1024 by 768. I think that it has maybe 3 or 16 megs of video RAM, so it's really nothing, like you can't play any games. I think those are the specs. Got 3 USB 2.0 ports, 1 Ethernet, 1 modem, line in, headphones, power, obviously. An SD card reader, VGA out, and yeah, I think that concludes the computer. And it doesn't have a trackpad, it has this little ball thing, but whatever, it works. Then moving down to the amps, well, there's one here. Here I have a very popular amp, which is the Crown XLS 1500. This is an amazing amp. It's Class D. It's so clear. It's very high quality. It's not very cheap, but you know, it's definitely worth it. And it's 1500 watts, and it's cool. It's got your volume controls. You got your little menu, previous next buttons to go through the menu on this display. And it's got active crossovers. What else does it have? It has and you can, okay, this camera's being weird right now again. So yeah, I'm not gonna get too much into depth with this thing, but that's it. Here I just have XLR mic, which is balanced, so I have to use this little adapter which converts balanced to unbalanced, and from XLR to 1/4 inch, because I don't have an XLR input on this mixer. So I just have an XLR cable. Down here is the color strip light. My 2 audio and track boxes. The power strip for the power, and anyway, it's just power. Nothing really special. Here I have a fog machine, but it's like a Walmart one. It makes popping noises when I release the switch to make it put out the fog. I guess it's got something to do with some resistors or something like that, but it's kind of cheap, so I mean, I didn't really bother with it. I might invest in getting a Chauvet one. Not sure yet. I've looked into it, but I'll see. Yeah, and this is just a projector. It's Epson something. It's old. It's nothing special. It's a 1024 by 768 projector. It's really basic. Besides that, that is really it for this whole section. And I just have my DMX cable and power and speaker cables running down this pole, going down under the table and going up here or to the crown, and the other amp is over there. And yeah. So the DMX cable runs down here, down to the color strip. Out of the color strip, even though it's not really called color strip or whatever, runs up the pole into the view of 1.1. So I only have 2 fixtures running on it, but at least I get to manage them and and control them without leaving them on auto or sound, just make them go crazy. And I've actually managed to sync this light with one down here, so it's pretty cool. So whatever goes on the facade goes also on the dance floor, the floor, whatever. And yeah, I think I'll stop ranting or talking about this portion or this set or whatever part of the video. Here you might have noticed this rack. This is also my dad's. It's got like cassette players, old, got your tuner, like pre amplifiers, like a mixer, your equalizer, and the amp. This is the only thing that I use, the amp. And this amp is powering these two JBL P50 speakers. It's 230 watts. These are 6 ohms. The speakers are 6 ohms. So, like I said, the peak, I'm not sure. I'm guessing like a 360 watts peak powering these speakers. I think that the peak for these speakers are 250 watts, so I'd be careful. I don't blast the music. I really take care of these speakers because they are my dad's, and they still are my dad's, and I use them, but I keep them in very good conditions because they are amazing speakers and I care about them. So yeah, the only thing that I use in this whole rack would be this amplifier down here. And I just have like a bunch of cables, little things, tie wraps, whatever. So, and up here I have just a bunch of junk. Manual for the OB10, bit of tape, yeah, nothing special. And so that's the rack. And that was also my dad's. And he was kind enough to let me use this stuff. But or else it'd be sitting somewhere not being used and collecting dust. But anyway, I put it to use. Really, I think that is it. I think that's the whole video, really. I think I covered everything. Yeah. Alright, so I guess that if I do some upgrades or get some more equipment, I'll do my DJ Setup 2.0 video, which I'll do the same thing but explain more equipment, more things, and yeah. And I think that concludes this video. I've been going in circles, but I'm sorry, I'm a bit tired, but I want to make this video because I care about my channel and I care about my viewers, and I really appreciate you guys for all the subscribers, all the likes, all the comments. It really helps with all the feedback. I really appreciate it. I just hit 73 subscribers and like 32,000 views. I'm really psyched about getting hundreds subscribers and 50,000 views or even 100,000 views. So I'll make videos on that, and I will still continue to make tutorials on Mac OS X and Windows, and there's more to come. And since it's summer break right now, I'll be posting quite a few videos, or I'll try to at least, but I can't guarantee. But I will really try to make videos because I enjoy it, and I like making YouTube videos and tutorials, and I like the whole YouTube philosophy. It's nice, and yeah, I'm gonna stop ranting. Alright, so thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. If you have any questions, put them down in the comment section below. And yeah, I think that's it. So like I said, I'll just make an update video if ever I get more equipment. And I do plan on getting 2 Slimpar 38s as uplights in the back of the video, so like behind the equipment. And anyway, I'm not gonna make my future plans video into this video anyway. So that's what's gonna be coming up, I believe. And yeah. So thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe, like I said before. And have a great day. Thanks.